What's up, guys? Hope you're all doing good, having a good week, and it's going productive. But first, before I start talking, I just wanted to give a shout out to 21 Million Club. It's a YouTube channel. I chat to him a lot on Twitter. Check his YouTube channel out. I'm going to leave the link below. He talks about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and blockchain. He always sends me some really insightful links as well. Check out his Twitter. It's at 21 Million Club, and his YouTube is 21 Million Club. I'll leave all the links below anyway. But he's a great channel. He does live streams, and he's doing a lot for the crypto space. He sent me some stuff about Bitcoin in Mexico, and but the price over there is just shooting up fast. It's just high, man. It's doing really good. So check him out. He's really good. You'll learn something. I guarantee you will learn some insightful stuff from that YouTube channel. Don't forget to check out the description box below, all the links. I got a new article that I've just done this morning. It's like 7:30 in the morning at the moment. So yeah, just check out all the links below. I've just published it now. So all the links will be below. Check it all out. Check all of it out. It's all useful, educational, free content. Yeah. What I'm going to talk about today, I'm going to talk about a number of different things. So this I'm going to try and keep it again to 10 minutes, but there's a lot to cover. I'm going to talk about Stellar's origin a little bit. I'm going to kind of briefly go into that, but I'll do that at the end of the video. So watch through the whole video first, and then you'll see that. I'm going to talk about what my article is about, really. That more and more altcoins are reaching the $1 billion market cap level now. It's almost like the norm for altcoin to have a market capital of 1 billion. This time last year, the only two coins that were above a billion was Ethereum and Bitcoin. Bitcoin was like up here, Ethereum would have been down here, and all the rest of the altcoins would have been down where my feet are in terms of market capital. That's not the case anymore. The altcoins are surging so much that a lot of them are hitting $1 billion market caps now. Like it's nothing, literally like it's nothing. I mean, I think now at the moment it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, and NEM that are in the $1 billion market cap. I think NEM might have just dropped out, aren't in there now. They seem to touch it, and then it causes a mass sell-off. People are like, "Oh wow," and then everyone just sells. I mean, Dash was in there a few weeks ago. Start of the year. I think Dash went up to like 3 billion in market cap at one point. That's when it all started. That's when all these pumps freaking started. I think, who else was in there? I think there was a few others. I think it was Monero in there. I think so. I don't think Ethereum Classic has been that high in market capital yet, but it just goes to show how much money is being just pumped into this whole space. It shows how volatile it still is. Even though the cryptocurrency market is very, very small in comparison to like credit cards, to Visa, to a lot of to the stock market, it's tiny still. I think the transactions of Bitcoin is like 1/10,000th of what Visa is doing a day or something. It's tiny. So yeah, I mean, all it takes is large amounts of capital to just come in and just cause just total chaos. Up and down, up and down, up and down. It's still, so that's why it's so volatile. It's just such a small space at the moment, literally. But it's becoming a more normal thing to see cryptocurrencies hitting $1 billion in market capital now. I know I keep repeating that, but it's showing where the industry is going. Although, saying that, I think a lot of it is a pump, a lot of it is manipulation. Is it a bubble? I'm 50-50 on that, because there is a lot of technology to be hyped up about, and there's a lot of problem solving. A lot of the coins are trying to solve problems. Well, The legit ones are anyway. So there's a lot of speculation and FOMO, fear of missing out. There's a lot of that going on. Even the most innovative coins and the most legit coins have been subject to a pump, in my opinion. Which means then it's basically been inflated to a certain degree. But also I think it's investors generally coming into a coin, or a coin literally innovating so much that its value increases. Like Litecoin now Segwit is active and live on Litecoin. It's just now next step is Lightning Network. So of course Litecoin isn't worth $3 or $4 anymore. It's worth much more than that. Litecoin is the better coin in comparison to Bitcoin technologically at the moment. So it is worth a lot more. It is, I've been saying this for freaking months. So we have to take into consideration that there could be a pump, a bubble, or at least a slight bubble. So Ripple overtook Ethereum briefly the other day. I think it was the day I released the last video. Just after I released the video, Ripple was at like an all-time high, I think 22, 21 cents. It overtook Ethereum's market capital, not price, but Ethereum's market cap, I think just by like $200,000. There was like it was really close. And Ripple is maintaining, because it's got such high volume. I think with Ripple, there's a lot of old school investment coming into Ripple, like old money coming into Ripple. Banks are probably investing in Ripple, but I don't think we've seen fully the amount of investment that's going to go into Ripple. Not yet anyway. So I think, is Ripple in a bubble? Like, I think there is elements of a bubble with all the coins at the moment. Maybe not so much Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is numero uno, but I think there is a huge pump going on. Huge pump and then dumps and stuff. But I think there is large corporate investment going into Ripple. That's my personal opinion. I mean, I always say, look, Ripple is centralized. Bitcoin is decentralized. It's not for... It's to basically disrupt and change the current banking system that we have. Ripple is conforming to the current banking system that we have, and is working with them and innovating it. See what I mean? So even though Ripple and Bitcoin, the technology is ultimately very similar in terms of it all comes from Bitcoin. You know, it's blockchain, right? Ripple is it's basically inverted. It's inverted to Bitcoin. It's like a parallel universe of Bitcoin. Yeah, for sci-fi fans, the parallel universe episode. Yeah, where everything's just opposite. That's what Ripple is basically to Bitcoin. So yeah, I think as well, Ripple are signing a deal. There's 100 billion Ripple coins, Ripple tokens, coins, XRP, and there's only 30 billion in circulation. The rest, the two-thirds of that, Ripple Labs are holding that for themselves. They've signed a deal for at least the next 10 years, or they're going to sign a deal for the next 10 years, saying they're not going to manipulate the market by pumping it with more Ripple. So it's just going to be a fixed amount of Ripple in the market. So for the next 10 years, that could actually boost the price, at least for a decade. I personally think a decade is mid-term. Going on long-term, I don't see... I see a decade as mid-term, going into long-term, not so much short-term. But 10 years comes fast. It comes very fast. And you'll soon realise that. For like those of you who are teenagers, you'll soon realise 10 years will just go boom, fly by. I mean, there's videos on. I'm not really doing a Ripple video today, but so basically, yeah, Ripple, when it took over Ethereum, I think it brought a lot of attention, but we also saw a huge sell-off. So Ripple dipped quite a bit, but it kind of I thought it was going to go down to like 4,500 satoshis, and it kind of balanced out much higher than that, because the volume was so damn high. People are buying it up, and a lot of corporate investment is coming into it, I think, and that's why it's propping it up so much. It's not just users throwing in 10k here, 5,000 here, 50k here. We're talking, banking investment. Okay, so whole different ball game of wealth, whole different ball game of money. That's my take on Ripple overtaking Ethereum anyway. So we could actually see a little. Remember, competition is good, but I think we could see a Ripple Ethereum rivalry for the number 2 and number 3 spot. So that's good. I think competition is good. Competition keeps everyone on their feet, as long as it's legitimate competition. So yeah, look, Poloniex. I warned you guys about this kind of stuff, man. For those of you who are moaning, I don't mean to sound heartless, but I kind of think people needed to learn this lesson, you know. Sometimes it's good to learn a nasty, horrible lesson like this, because then you won't make the same mistakes, and you're going to warn others now. Poloniex DDOS attack, you know, if you believe that, then you believe anything. Look, it's possible, but it always happens. When Ripple pumped last month, oh, it crashed. When I think when Ethereum pumped, like earlier in the year, there was some problems there. So look, be careful with exchanges and don't store your money on exchanges. But what I'm seeing now, and a few people have mentioned this in like Facebook groups, about their margin trades being wiped and just, you know, basically just getting just destroyed because Poloniex just crashed. It's like, why are you guys putting all your money onto one margin trade? Why are you doing that? Like, I don't even really bother with too much trading. I mean, it's good fun just doing bits and pieces, but guys, come on. Come on, if you're putting all your money into one margin trade, all your money, when the pros are only putting 1% to 10% in a margin trade, maybe you guys need to go back and do some research. Serious. I'm being honest. It's better if I'm honest with you guys, because then you guys are honest with me, and then, you know, you don't put all your what do you say? Don't put all your eggs in one basket. I saw a post on Facebook, one of those stupid memes, those dumb Snapchat memes, and it was like, should I pay my overdue bills or buy Pivex? I was like, yeah, don't do silly things like that. Please don't do stupid things like that, man, because you don't want to lose your money. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't want to lose your money and then have nothing left. Because when you lose money, it's just a downward spiral, where you're basically gonna it's gonna make you more desperate, and then you're gonna do more stupid things. You're gonna be emotionally driven, not logically driven. And the thing is, there's tutorials showing you how to trade properly. That's the thing, showing you what to do and what not to do. I said this as well before. You can go back. There's videos. There's YouTube people that cannot trade but are putting videos up thinking that they can. Watch them to know what not to do, and watch the pros to know what to do. I mean, I'm not calling anyone out. I'm just saying, YouTube's a very vast space. There's plenty of information there for you guys to learn and not make rookie mistakes like that. Because it's not nice losing money. It's not. You work hard for your money, don't you? So, rant done. Stellar. Yeah, look, the origins of Stellar. I don't know what's going on with Stellar. I kind of switched off on that. I think it crashed or something. But the origins of Stellar is basically the guy. I don't know the name of the guy, and you can look this all up. And there's videos that say this. This isn't top secret. This isn't a conspiracy. The origins of Stellar is basically, I think one of the founders of Ripple went away and did his own thing and created Stellar. Stellar is the name of the company. The name of the coin is actually Lumens. So, but everyone just calls it Stellar because it's just easier to understand. You know, it's just easy. So Stellar Lumens was founded by this Ripple founder. Was created by this Ripple founder. He went off and did his own thing, but he kept a lot of Ripple. He kept a hell of a lot of Ripple, and there was some kind of lawsuit going on where, if he's going to start something that's pretty much identical, almost to Ripple, he can't have any affiliation with Ripple. So he had to give up his Ripple tokens, his Ripple balance, to be able to start Stellar. That's basically how Stellar was created. That's how it started. I personally think it's a case he wants to start his own version, but still have his fingers dipped in the pies with Ripple. That's my personal take on it. Many others have said this as well, but that's not the case. He's got the founder of Stellar has no affiliation with Ripple now, as far as we know, and he basically just started Stellar, and now Stellar is doing his own thing. But I don't know why it pumped. I think that was definitely a pump, piggybacking off Ripple, because it's very similar technology. I think we're going to see similar behavior patterns with Ripple and Stellar. Like typically, Bitcoin would surge and Litecoin would surge, although we haven't seen that pattern so much with the recent mayhem going on. But I think we could be seeing Stellar being Ripple's silver. I think we're going to see that kind of relationship between the two. People are going to profit in Ripple and then divert it to Stellar and then divert it back to Ripple and so on. It's going to be like that because they're very similar technologies. Digital Western Unions, payment networks that allow different currencies to come into them. That's what Ripple. That's basically what they are. A platform where you can exchange, where different currencies come in, and you can exchange them better in real time in a commercial environment. That's basically what Ripple is doing, and that's basically I think what Stellar is doing. If I'm wrong, let me know. But look, I'm gonna wrap this up now. But yeah, main thing: be very careful with Poloniex and exchanges. Do not store your money on there. Only trade what you can afford to lose. 1 to 10% is what the pros do of their net worth. I say 1% personally. So look, listen, if you've got to start with $1, start with $1. Work your way up and learn the very, very basics before you start throwing in 10, 20, 30, 40, $50 or 50, 50,000 or whatever. So yeah, that's basically this video today. Leave a comment below. Thank you for watching. If you're still watching, that's great. It's a 20-minute long video. I'm gonna try and cut this down as much as possible, and I'll catch you guys next time. Check out the article below. All below.